Hi, I'm Stefan, the BMW DIY guy, and does adding sound matting and other noise-reducing products to your car make a difference? Let's find out. All right, guys, so the goal is to introduce really the results of doing all of the Soundskins work into this BMW X3. Hopefully you got a chance to check out the Stage 1 and Stage 2 install videos that walk through installing all of the products. The Stage 1 is the wavy foam in the door card, the Soundskins Pro, and the speaker rings to really cut that noise that's coming through the doors. And then the Stage 2 is the Soundskins Pro through the entire bowl of the car. The goal is to reduce overall road noise, reduce tire hiss, which also improves your stereo system if you bring the entire sound floor down. Background noise like this also can be really a hassle while you drive, especially long distances, and it just kind of wears at you. So I'm a big fan of these products, and it's going to be really interesting to see the difference that it makes in this car. So we definitely want to check out what is the OEM, that default level, and then we have the Stage 1, the results there, and then Stage 2. All right, so let's go compare, let's go check it out, let's see what we got. All right, y'all, so here we up around the road, and I always try to measure in the same place. So we're gonna get over a series of bumps here, and we're measuring with pretty much average traffic for here on the local highway, so you get a sense of what it's gonna be like and the differences that it might make. And here we are, so we're gonna be measuring the OEM levels at this point with the existing sound insulation that BMW provides. So we're gonna get over the bump here, and we'll quiet down, and we'll take some measurements, and we'll see what it's like and what it is that we're going to be measuring against once we make these changes. All right, here we go. All right, so at current noise levels with traffic, these tires, and the OEM setup, if I was to pick an average, I'm seeing spikes between about 73 to about 68, but it tends to hover right around 70 to 71 decibels. So I would say that that's about the average of what we're looking at as we're driving along here with normal conditions. You can hear your tires through the floorboards, you can hear through the doors, you can hear through the windows of cars going by. So I'd say that about 70, 71 on average. And that's going to be our baseline as we measure against the changes we're going to make in the car. Keep in mind, Stage 1 is going to be all of the doors, and then Stage 2 is going to be the doors plus everything in the cabin bowl. So let's get back and let's see what it's like with the Stage 1 when that's complete. All right, y'all, so back out for the road test here with the Stage 1 done. And I'm in the same section of road, same speed, same rough conditions as far as traffic and the like. So I want to be able to try to give the most realistic real world measure of road noise and freeway noise. So we'll get over this bump, I will check. So I feel like I'm seeing about 73 over the bumps, 71 on the road, maybe a little bit trending towards 70. So I think that's down just a little bit. Also, just an observation and listening to road noise, I'm hearing much more through the glass now, and tire hiss is much more through the floor. So if I listen really carefully, I can hear it more through the floor than besides now. When that car is going by, I don't really hear them until I hear them through the glass. So I think we've lowered the overall ambient floor just a little bit, and I wouldn't expect dramatic results from a Stage 1. This is more to cut noises from the side, like these trucks going by. It's to help focal your music coming out the speakers on these sides. But I do think we see a little bit of a change, but not a dramatic change, which I wouldn't expect. I would definitely expect to see a bigger change when we do the Stage 2. Overall, I think this is going to be worth it, and when we test the stereo, it's definitely going to be worth it to help focus the sound coming out of the doors. So overall, not bad at all. All right, guys, Stage 2 is done. Taking it out for the first road test. I will say from my hearing, I already notice a difference. Passing cars, and the conditions are about the same as the two previous tests in both stock and Stage 1. But I'm noticing passing cars is already quieter, which is pretty cool. But big thing we want to do is to have the same test that we always do and the same section of road to try to get a comparable sense of the differences. We're really lucky that the conditions have been the same all the way through on all 3 tests. So we're going to walk through this. I'm going to show you exactly what we're looking at and the difference that stage 2 makes. All right, guys, here we go. Same section of road. Here we go. All right, so I saw a low of 67, and it seems to be hovering, you know, but between 67 and 72. My meter doesn't do an average, but it seems that bell curve seems to be about 67 to 72, normally about 70 point something, maybe 69, maybe 70 and a half, somewhere right around there. We got a brief dip there below 69 to 67, 68, which was cool. But see this truck going by right here? I can barely hear it. I mean, literally barely hear it. This is fantastic. So road noise is down considerably, wind noise is down considerably, and I can barely hear my tires. And when on the stage 1, with all the floorboards and cabin balls still exposed, I felt like road noise, you could feel it coming through the floor since it wasn't coming through the doors anymore. Now, I feel like what I can hear is more doors up and kind of head high. Like when cars get next to me, I can hear their tires. But I could barely hear that truck when he went by. So I'm really pleased with this change. I think it's definitely been worth it. And then this is also, like I've mentioned before, it's going to make a really big difference in your stereo system as you bring the ambient noise floor in your car down. Your sound system's just going to sound better, let alone if you do an upgrade like all of my other projects that I've shown off. So definitely check that out. All right, well, this has been a positive change, let me tell you. All right, all done. So you can see there is a difference by doing this work. The difference between OEM stage 1 and stage 2. Now, the delta is not going to be as big as, like, for example, my original X5 video. BMW did not insulate as well back then. It was a full negative 10 decibels, which is ridiculous. I mean, that amount of change is just absolutely ridiculous. Now, I've gone back through the videos. I've run some additional tests. It looks like the difference between OEM and stage 1 is about 1.5 decibels on average, give or take a little bit, right? So about 1.5 decibels, maybe almost 2, but not quite. Now the difference between stage 1 and stage 2 is about an additional decibel or so on average. So you're looking at somewhere between OEM and stage 2, you're looking at about 2.5 to almost 3 decibels difference, more on the 2.5 side. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it really does make a difference. I also notice a very distinct octave shift. A lot of the higher frequency hiss, that tire noise hiss, is gone. And what you do hear is muted and kind of a lower frequency. Now, the other thing I can't really do and measure accurately is the difference it makes to your stereo system, but your ear will definitely tell you that. The difference with a full stage 2 in this case setup, the difference to the sound floor in your car for your stereo system is dramatic. And if you do invest and do an upgraded audio system, you're going to appreciate the fact that you do Soundskins as well. So I really see the value in this. It really makes a difference. And I've done it to all of the cars that I own and a bunch of clients as well. So it's worth it. Thank you to Soundskins for making such a fantastic product. I really appreciate having their products in my car, and you should too. Please make sure to click like and subscribe. It makes a genuine difference to my channel, and I would truly appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on my next video.